All right, so with all of the movement in the housing market over the past couple of years, a lot of potential buyers and sellers are wondering if right now is the right time to buy a home or if it would be better to wait. And the truth is, every situation is different. But at the end of the day, as we all know too well, life never gets any cheaper, and that includes home prices. In fact, over the past 80 years, only 8 times has home appreciation not been positive, meaning 72 years out of the last 80, if you were a homeowner, you made money just for owning your home. And what's even wilder is home appreciation over the past 4 years has skyrocketed so much that we have essentially wiped out any home appreciation losses caused by the Great Recession housing crisis of 2008. And this is why home ownership has been, is, and always will be one of the greatest drivers of our economy. So with all of that in mind, here are the top 5 reasons why now is a great time to buy a home. Number 1, home appreciation always goes up in the long run. Look, regardless of interest rates, regardless of the economy, over time, no matter what, home prices and home appreciation always rise. Yes, can home prices and home appreciation periodically dip down? Absolutely. However, when looking at home prices and home appreciation over the long run, real estate in the United States has always been and always will be a great investment. Because the truth is, everyone needs a place to call home. Everyone needs a roof over their head. Ask yourself this question. Go ask your mom and dad just how much they paid for their first home. Then go Google what the home is worth today. Trust me, more often than not, it's eye-opening just how much more expensive homes are today than they were just 30 years ago. That's home appreciation. Prices always go up. And while there will always be homes, condos, townhomes, villas, and apartments for rent, never forget, when your lease is up, you as the renter get nothing back in return. When it comes to renting, there is no equity, there is no appreciation. Okay, so you're still unsure and think renting may be the better choice. Did you know, since 1980, average rent prices have increased 9% every single year? 9% every single year since 1980, far outpacing median wage increases and inflation. Let's dig a little deeper. In the year 2000, the average rent price in the United States was $841. Fast forward to 2023, and the average rent price across the United States is now more than $1,300, with average rental prices being as high as $1,900 in the top 50 metropolitan cities in the U.S. Now, how does that compare to home ownership and home appreciation? Back in 1991, the average home price in the United States was roughly $101,000. Fast forward just 15 years, and in 2006, the average home price was just $222,000. Jump ahead 15 more years, and in 2021, the average home price across the U.S. was $351,000. Now, imagine you were renting in 1990 and you got tired of renting and decided in 1991 to go purchase your first home for $101,000, the average purchase price at that time. And over the next 30 years, you simply paid your monthly mortgage payment, and in 2021, you decided to sell your home for $351,000, the average home price in 2021. On average, as a homeowner, you could have made roughly $250,000 off your initial investment, all by owning your own home and providing a roof over your head. $250,000. All right, number 2, your investment value will grow faster. You can think of the money you spend on a down payment as an investment, just like a savings account. And while your down payment is harder to access than a simple savings account at your local bank, that money is still yours as it becomes equity in your home. And as we have all seen over the years with home appreciation, your down payment will grow in value much faster than money in a savings account. For example, say you put $20,000 in a high-yield savings account instead of using it for a down payment. The best high-yield savings accounts are currently offering around 1%. And at that rate, your savings account will grow, but it will grow incredibly slow. In fact, in 5 years, you'd have just over $21,000 in that account. And that's assuming the interest is compounded daily. Meaning in 5 years, you would make roughly $1,000 on your initial $20,000 investment. Now let's compare that to home appreciation. Let's assume you put a $20,000 down payment on a house priced at $400,000. And let's assume your home appreciates at an average of 5% year over year. And that appreciation rate, your home would be worth $510,000 after just 5 years, netting you a profit of $110,000. Number 3, your housing payment builds your net worth, not your landlord's. Now, Whether you buy a house or live in a rental, you're going to have a payment. And you might as well use those payments to build your wealth and not someone else's like your landlord. See, when you own a home, part of your monthly payment goes to pay down the principal on your loan. This in turn builds equity, which is the difference between what you owe on a mortgage and what your home is worth. And in turn, you can access this wealth when you sell your home or while you remain in your home through home equity loans or a cash out refinance. And depending on the route you go, you can use this equity to buy another home, pay off credit cards, student loans, or your car. The money is your choice. Number 4, home-related tax benefits can give you a break. Look, the truth is owning a home also comes with tax benefits that you will not enjoy as a renter. One of the biggest benefits is the home mortgage interest deduction, which allows you to deduct all of the money you pay towards your mortgage on your federal taxes, provided your loan is less than $750,000 and you choose to itemize your deductions. And this can add up to significant tax savings over time. Let's use the previous example where you purchase a $400,000 home. And on a $400,000 home, you'll pay roughly $18,000 in interest the first few years of owning the home at a 5% interest rate. And believe it or not, in most cases, you can deduct that full amount from your federal taxes, reducing your taxable income and saving you potentially thousands of dollars. Another important tax note, if you itemize your deductions, you may also be able to take a deduction for any local, county, and state property taxes you pay. Plus, many states give income tax breaks for homeowners. All right, finally, number 5, you can always refinance in the future. Look, I get it. Mortgage rates have been incredibly volatile over the past couple of years. And while mortgage rates seem high right now, they're actually still historically low considering historical standards. And for the last few years, the Federal Reserve has held rates artificially low to bolster the economy during the pandemic. Rates in the 2s and 3s couldn't last forever. It was always unsustainable. And now rates are on the rise as a way to tamp down inflation. Did you know in the 1990s, rates ranged between 7 and 9%. And in the 2000s, they typically fell between 5 and 7%. Mortgage rates will always continue to fluctuate over time, and you're not locked into that rate forever. If rates go down, you may be able to refinance your mortgage to a lower interest rate and reduce your payment. And for those of you only planning on living in your home for a short period of time, let's say between 5 and 7 years, you may consider taking out an adjustable rate mortgage to buy your home. These loans, commonly known as ARMs, generally have a lower interest rate than the fixed rate loans for an introductory period of time, often 3 to 7 years. After that, your rate will reset every year in most cases, but potentially more often than that, based on market conditions. At that point, you can consider refinancing to a fixed rate loan if you haven't sold your home already. Bottom line is this, you have options. But if you are looking to build long-term wealth, all the while providing a roof over your head, home ownership is the answer. I'll catch you guys next time.